Hello boys and girls, welcome to the Ministry of Education and Partners COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program. The Ministry of Education and Partners COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program is a 30-minute radio intervention support program that is meant to provide continuous instruction to keep you academically engaged during this stay-at-home period, as well as preparing you, our 6th, 9th, and 12th graders for the pending Liberia Primary School Certificate Exam, Liberia Junior High School Certificate Exam, and West Africa Senior Secondary Certificate Exam when the time comes. Also, in addition to this academic support, the program is meant to provide psychosocial support for learners, teachers, and parents, and also tips on how you as parents and teachers can provide support to your students and children at home. Now, let's join our teacher for today's lesson.
Hello students, we are teachers Che Kriboti K. Solomon
and Mr. Aaron T. Bala
of Rising Academies. This is the Rising Youth Movement Partnership for the Ministry of Education COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program. Lesson number 18. Our lesson today is math for students of grade 3 to 4, and the topic is adding 3-digit numbers by regrouping in one place. For today's lesson, we will be able to break up each item into hundreds, tens, and ones. Regroup numbers to the next highest number. Put numbers together by drawing pictures. While we listen to these COVID-19's help tips, please take out your pencil, pen, copybooks, and get ready for today's lesson. Again, welcome. Let's learn.
What are the symptoms of COVID-19? COVID-19 symptoms include cough, fever, shortness of breath. In rare cases, COVID-19 can lead to severe respiratory problem, kidney failure, or death. If you have a fever or any kind of respiratory difficulty, such as coughing and shortness of breath, call your doctor.
Hello to our wonderful students. I know it is getting difficult to not see your friends right now. Even though we want to leave our houses and walk about with our friends, we need to stay home with the people who live in our house. The government has made this rule to help protect us from the coronavirus. Can you tell me something else the government is telling us to do right now?
Yes, the government is saying that we need to wash our hands with soap and water for 20 seconds, many times in a day. This is because germs can live on our hands. And when bad germs get into our bodies, we can become sick. When we wash our hands with soap and water for 20 seconds, we are protecting our hands from those germs.
Very good. Thank you for listening to the government and all of their rules. They want to protect you and keep you healthy. We will now join Teacher Aaron for our mindful moment.
Great. Thank you, Teacher Kubo. It is time for the mindful movement to slow down, calm our minds, and to get ready to learn. Today, we will do a balancing exercise. Are you ready? Great. First, I want you to sit up straight. Relax your shoulders and close your eyes. We are going to take one deep breath together to start. I want you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's do it together. Breathe in deeply through your nose and out through your mouth. Great job. Now, we will do our balancing exercise. We are going to balance on one leg and then the other. Let's start. I want you to stand up and bend one of your legs. So you are standing on the other leg UNE. If this is a bit tricky, I want you to hold to something to help you balance. Keep your foot off the floor while I count to 10. I want you to keep breathing deeply while I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. You can put your foot down. We are going to do that on the other leg. Let's start. Stand up and bend your other leg. So you are standing on one leg only. Remember, if this is a bit tricky, you can hold on to something while you balance. Keep your foot off the floor while I count to 10. I want you to keep breathing deeply while I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can put your foot down. Great job. I hope you feel calm and ready to learn. Let's begin our number warm-up activity. Everyone, next, we are going to warm up our bodies and brain with an activity called Count and Move. Did you know that moving your body can help improve your memory? We are going to do a number of movements, and as we do, we will practice our mouth fights. Today, we are going to practice addition within 15. I will give you the numbers to add, and as you add, I want you to stretch up to the sky like you are reaching for the clouds. We will start with 5s. Ready? Go. 5 plus 1.
6.
5 plus 2.
7.
5 plus 3.
8.
5 plus 4.
9.
5 plus 5.
10.
5 plus 6.
11.
5 plus 7.
12.
5 plus 8.
13.
5 plus 9.
14.
5 plus 10.
15.
Wow, amazing job adding right now. Let's add with 7s. As you add, I want you to run in place. Ready? Go. 7 plus 1.
8.
7 plus 2.
9.
7 plus 3.
10.
7 plus 4.
11.
7 plus 5.
12.
7 plus 6.
13.
7 plus 7.
14.
7 plus 8.
15.
Great job. Let's add one more time. This time, as you add with 9s, I want you to do a squat each time. Ready? Go. 9 plus 1.
10.
9 plus 2.
11.
9 plus 3.
12.
9 plus 4.
13.
9 plus 5.
14.
9 plus 6.
15.
Wow. You are so strong with your body and your mind. If you work it out and practice, it will only get stronger. Let's move on to our number workout activity. We'll now listen to Teacher Kubo for a special message.
You are listening to the Ministry of Education COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program. This is your lower basic primary math level 2 grade 3 to 4, and we are your teachers. Okay, students, we are going to continue our work with adding 3-digit numbers. Today, we are going to explore what we do if we have 10 or more in the ones place or the tens place. Listeners, I want you to make a place value chart with 3 columns. Label the first column hundreds, the middle column tens, and the right column ones. Great job. Our first problem is 154 plus 627. Let's represent our items using 100 squares, 10 sticks, and 1 dots. Listeners, represent 154 with 1 square in the hundreds place, 5 sticks in the tens place, and 4 dots in the ones place. Now, let's represent 627 underneath. 154 by putting 6 squares in the hundreds place, 2 sticks in the tens place, and 7 dots in the ones place. Great. Now let's find our sum by adding all the ones, tens, and hundreds.
Let's count the ones. Ready? Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 ones. Does that mean we should put an 11 in the ones place of our answer?
That doesn't seem right.
So listeners, do you have an idea for what we would do with these 11 ones? I want you to share your idea with your partner. Great.
I know. What if we took 10 of those 1 dots and made them into 10 sticks in the tens place? I think that will work because 10 ones and 1 10 have the same value.
Okay, let's circle 10 dots in the ones place to show that we are bordering them up to make a 10. Now I can add a stick to the tens place. I am going to cross those 10 dots now because they are gone now. So, how many ones do we have left now?
1. That means 1 goes in the ones place of our sum.
Good idea. So, we turn 11 ones into 1 10 and 1 1. This is called regrouping. This let us write numbers in simplest groups. Now, let's add our tens. 2 tens plus 5 tens plus the 1 regroup 10. Let's count. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great.
That means it goes in the tens place of our sum. Now, we just add our hundreds. So, we can say 6 plus 1 will be equal to 7. Our final sum is 781.
Great job. Let's try another one. 484 plus 352. Listeners, let's represent 484 using squares, sticks, and dots. You should have written 4 squares in the hundreds place, 8 sticks in the tens place, and 4 dots in the ones place. Now, let's represent 352 using squares, sticks, and dots. You should have written 3 squares in the hundreds place, 5 sticks in the tens place, and 2 dots in the ones place. Listeners, now that you have both items represented, add the ones first.
Okay. 4 ones plus 2 ones is equal to 6 ones. 6 goes in the ones place of our sum.
So listeners, now add the tens.
I added 8 tens plus 5 tens to get 13 tens.
Great. Listeners, I want you to explain to your partner what we need to do now.
Okay, now we need to bundle up 10 tens to regroup to the hundreds place. Let's circle 10 sticks. Now we can draw one extra square and cross out the 10 sticks. What digit goes in the tens place of our sum? We should write a 3 because there are 3 sticks left over.
Great. Now, let's add the hundreds. 4 hundreds plus 3 hundreds plus the regrouped 100 is 8 hundreds. Listeners, repeat after me. 484 plus 352 equals 836. Great! We now join Teacher Aaron for our next activity called Challenge Problem.
Thank you, Teacher Kubo. All right, students, are we ready to challenge our brains? Let's try a challenge problem now to practice what we have learned about regrouping. Ready? Great. I'm going to give you 2 numbers to add together. You might have to use some clues to figure out what they are. The first number has 3 in the hundreds place, the tens place, and the ones place are both double the digits in the hundreds place. What is my number? Again, the first number has 3 in the hundreds place, the tens place, and the ones place are both double the digits in the hundreds place. What is my number?
Well, we know that there is a 3 in the hundreds place, and the digits in the tens and the ones place are double the digit in the hundreds place. So we must have a 6 in the tens and the ones place. The number is 366.
That's right. My first number is 366. Now, let's look at the second number. The second number has a 7 in the tens place. The digit in the hundreds place and the ones place is 5 less than the digit in the tens place. Again, the second number has a 7 in the tens place. The digit in the hundreds place and the ones place is 5 less than the digit in the tens place. What is my number?
Well, if there is a 7 in the tens place and the digits in the hundreds place and ones place are 5 less, then the number is 272.
That's right. Very smart of you. 2 is 5 less than 7. So, the number is 272. Now, let's add the two numbers together using our skills of regrouping. 366 plus 272. How are we going to solve this problem, students?
I know that I can represent 366 with squares, sticks, and dots. I can draw 3 squares in the hundreds place, 6 sticks in the tens place, and 6 dots in the ones place. Next, I also represent 272. I can draw 2 squares in the hundreds place, 7 sticks in the tens place, and 2 dots in the ones place.
Great job. Now, what is our next step?
Now, I start by adding my ones. I add 2 and 6 to get 8 ones. Then, I look at the tens place. I add 6 tens and 7 tens to get 13 tens. I know that I can regroup 10 tens to make another 100. This leaves me with 3 tens. So, only 3 goes in the tens place. For our last step, we add our 100 place. We add our hundreds place. I add 2 and 3 plus the one regroup 100, which equals 600. The sum is 638. So, 366 plus 272 equals 638.
Wow! Great work regrouping to find the sum. You really use your brains in the challenging problem. We will now join Teacher Kubo for the summary of our lesson.
Thank you, Teacher Aaron. Well, that's it for our lesson. Great work adding today. First, let's review the assignment from the last section. The first problem from last session was 456 plus 142. Who can share their answer with the class?
Oh yes, I think I can. I use the expanded form to help me solve this problem. I know that 456 is 400 plus 50 plus 6. The expanded form of 142 is 100 plus 40 plus 2. Therefore, 2 plus 6 is 8. 40 plus 50 is 90. 100 plus 400 is 500. So, the sum is 598.
That's right. Our second problem was 371 plus 613. Who can share their answer with me?
Yes, I can. The sum of 371 plus 613 is 984. I use the standard algorithm to help me solve this problem.
That's terrific. I like how we found the sum using two different addition strategies. We use expanded form and the standard algorithm. For next section, here are the problems that I would like you to solve. Ready? Here's the first one. I want you to make sure you write this down. First problem. Write down 456 plus 336. I say that again. Write down 456 plus 336. Here's the second problem. I want you to write down 194 plus 252. I say that again. Write down 194 plus 252. Great work today. See you during the next session where we will continue to practice addiction. Thank you for listening. Take out your pencil, pen, and write down the list of the following radio station that will help you to listen to more of this lesson. Troop FM 96.1, ELBC 99.9, ELUM 98.7, Hot FM 107.9, Cool FM 91.9, Equas Radio 91.5, Kings FM 88.5, Freedom FM 87.9, OK FM 99.5, SETI FM 90.2. You can also follow us on community radio stations across the country. Ministry of Education Facebook page at Ministry of Education-Liberia or on the Ministry of Education website www.moe-liberia.org.
Boys and girls, if you have any questions on today's lesson, you can kindly send them through this number 0555 670833. Again, if you have any questions on today's lesson, you can kindly send them through this number 0555 670833. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for that helpful reminder. Boys and girls, that is the end of our class today. We are so happy you were here with us. We hope to talk to you again soon. Goodbye from me, J. Kubotike Solomon.
And goodbye from me, Mr. Aaron T. Bala.